questions in my head, ceiling staring back at my bed, thinking about the things I said and the roads I haven't led. City breathing out the noise, broken dreams and plastic joys. We're all just girls and boys playing with invisible toys. Hey, chasing money, chasing fame, trying hard to make a name, but in the end we're all the same, just sparks in a bigger flame. I look up at the sky so wide, feel so small, can't even hide. Universe on every side, hey. And I'm just here for the ride. What's the meaning of this life? Hey. Is it love or is it strife? Hey. Is it peace or is it fight? Hey. In the middle of the night, hey. Between the stars and the streets, or between defeats and heartbeats, or maybe meanings in the beats, hey. Other life we get to keep. They say find your purpose quick, build it strong, make it stick. Don't slip, don't quit, climb high brick by brick. But what if meaning ain't a throne, not a title you own, not a spotlight zone or a seed you've already sown? Maybe it's in morning light, coffee steaming, quiet sight, holding someone tight when nothing feels right. Maybe it's in tiny things, in the hope a new day brings, in broken wings, learning how to sing. What's the meaning of this life? Yeah. Is it pain or paradise? Yeah. Is it rolling different dice? Yeah. Just to learn from sacrifice. Yeah. It's between the stars and the streets, in the rhythm of repeats. Oh, maybe meaning's incomplete, yeah. And that's what makes it deep. I used to think it had to be grand, a master plan in my hand, some huge demand only few could understand. But I've seen heroes fall apart, and strangers with the biggest heart. No fame, no art, just kindness from the start. Maybe meaning's how we treat the ones we randomly meet, how we rise from defeat and get back on our feet. Maybe it's growth through pain, sunshine after rain, losing just to gain a wiser brain. We're stardust in a fragile frame, temporary name, playing a delicate game with no one to blame. We don't know how long we got, every breath a borrowed shot, every moment tied in a knot that time forgot. What's the meaning of this life? Maybe it's not black and white, maybe it's the search itself that gives the light. Between the stars and the streets, in the silence between beats, meaning softly repeats. In the love we release, I don't need a final answer, or a cosmic master planner. Maybe life's a quiet dancer, moving slow, not faster. I'll find it in my scars, in my doubts, and shooting stars, and late night talks in cars, and healing broken hearts. I'll find it in creating, in building and relating, in forgiving, not hating, in simply participating. Meaning might just be to fully feel and see, to be imperfectly free in humanity. Between the stars and the streets, I found something sweet. Life ain't a puzzle complete, it's a rhythm, a repeat. The meaning isn't far away, it's in today, and what we say and how we stay. Not a single shining sign, not a perfect design, but a fragile human line between yours and mine. So I'll live, not just survive, feel the lows and highs, look into the skies with open eyes, because maybe the meaning of life is to love through the strife, to grow from the knife and still choose light, and still choose life. sitting on the edge of my bed. Heavy thoughts circling my head, questions louder than what's said. Living in the space of dread, to be or not. In my mind like a loop I can't rewind, searching for a sign in the silence I find. Some days I feel alive and bright, other days I lose the fight. Staring at the ceiling light, wondering what's wrong or right. Is it better just to flow, or let everything go? Stay low, or let myself grow? To be or fade away, that's the game I play. Every night, every day, in a quiet hidden way. To stand or disappear, to face it or fear, to speak it clear or vanish here. I see the world moving fast, future coming past its past. Moments never meant to last, time slipping through the glass. Pressure saying be someone, build, achieve, outrun. Shine like the sun till the race is done. But what if I'm tired of chase, tired of the endless race, tired of trying to replace my own pace? Sometimes I wanna break free, drop expectations off me, just be without decree. To be or fade away, to fly, to drift astray, to kneel or to sway in the gray, to live loud or quiet small, to risk it all, or build a wall and never fall. As it seems, it steals your colors, dims your dreams, breaks the seams. The silent screams, being encouraged, I know. Standing up slow, letting your true self show, even when you're low. To be ain't about perfection or flawless reflection. It's raw connection, self-acceptance. It's waking up and choosing breath, even when you fear the death. Even when doubt suggests you'll be better off less. So maybe the question's not about escape, not about rewriting fate, but how much weight your heart can take. Maybe to be just means to feel what living brings, the lows and highs and in-betweens, the fragile human things. To be or fade away, I think I'll stay. Even in the gray, I'll find my way to stand and feel the rain, to risk the pain, to grow again through the strain. To be or fade away, I think I'll stay. Even in the gray, I'll find my way to stand and feel the rain, to risk the pain, to grow again through the strain. I won't romanticize the dark or call my silence art. I'll light a spark inside my heart. Being means I might break, means I'll make mistakes, means my hands might shake with every step I take. But fading means no chance, no growth, no dance, no second glance at circumstance. So I choose to exist, clench my fist, persist through the mist. To be or fade away, tonight I choose to stay. Not perfect, not okay, but here anyway. I'll carry my doubt, figure it out, let hope sprout through the drought. Because being isn't loud, it's steady and proud. Standing in a crowd, I'm proud to be is breathing through the fear, saying I am here even when unclear. I'm still here. I'm a creature of the alarm clock ringing, same old tune, same cold floor, same cracked phone. Morning light through blinds, half closed. Another day that feels pre-known. Coffee brewing, autopilot, mind still foggy, moving silent. Living life on default setting, never asking where I'm headed. Rooms I walk without a thought, same excuses that I bought, dreams I had but never fought. Trapped inside the box I caught, comfort feels like safety net, but it's woven out of regret. Every later that I said, built a cage I never left. I'm a creature of the loop, same routine, same truth. Running circles in my youth, like there's nothing left to prove. Habits hold me tight, keep me safe at night, but they dim my light out of sight. Scroll roll again, just one more swipe. Hours vanish out of sight. Promises I made last night fade by morning light. I'll start tomorrow, classic line. Perfect timing by design. But tomorrow is just a sign that I'm scared to cross the line. Habits whisper soft and no, stay where you already know. Change is risky, move slow is better than letting go. Even pain can feel familiar, even stress can feel interior. Even when it's inferior, it's still easy. I'm a creature of the loop, same excuses as my crew. Building comfort like a roof over every hidden truth. Habits shape my days, lock me in their ways, in a quiet maze of repeated plays. But deep inside I feel the itch, a quiet glitch, a subtle switch in the pitch, a voice that says I'm meant for more than walking circles on this floor. Than knocking on a closed door I've knocked before. Change don't scream, it hums in the space where courage comes, and the beat arrests its drums. And inside my lungs, breaking patterns feels like a loss, like stepping off a familiar cross. But growth has a cost, and comfort can't exhaust. Habits build who we become, brick by brick, some by some. Either cage or kingdom, depending where they're from. Tiny choices every day, carve the paths we walk and stay. Lead us far or keep us great, it's in the small ways. I'm rewriting the loop, new routine, new truths, planting seeds in my youth. Even if the roots are loose, habits can be light if I build them right. Guide my stride toward the high. So I start with something small, wake up when the first light calls, answer doubts instead of walls, stand up when I fall, replace the scroll with a page, turn the cage into a stage, let discipline engage instead of silent rage. Not dramatic, not extreme, just consistent in the scheme, turning dream into routine. Because power ain't a mood, it's in what I choose. When I win or lose, the daily moves. Creature of the loop, no more, I'm unlocking that old door. 1% better than before, that's the core. Habits once held me tight, now they work with my fight. Fuel my light every night. Same force that kept me small can help me stand tall if I build the wall with a different call. Power of habit in my hand, not a trap but a plan. Step by step I stand and expand. I'm a creature of the loop, no more. I'm a creature of the loop, no more, no more. Clock on the wall, ticking soft, dust in the air, drifting off. Sunlight falling across the floor, like it's been here before. I blink once, the day is gone. Morning fades to neon, every moment moving on. Whether I'm ready or not, used to think I had forever. Time was light as a feather, now I see it's fragile weather. We can't hold together, pictures saved inside my phone. Laughs from places we've outgrown. Every memory overthrown by time alone. Seconds in slow motion, floating in the ocean. Life in constant motion, full of quiet emotion. Time don't wait for fear, it just disappears, leaving souvenirs of our years. Yeah. We say someday like it's promised, like tomorrow's always honest. But the present's immodest and easily forgotten. I seen friendships fade to gray, watched love slip away. Heard my younger self say I'll figure it out one day. But one day, turning years mixed with hopes and fears, smiles and tears in between the gears. Time ain't loud or fast, as subtle as it passes, turning futures into past without asking. Seconds in slow motion, every breath a token, every word unspoken, eventually be broken. Time don't argue back, it just stays on track. No slack, just forward, never back. Never back. I remember summer nights, city glowing, distant lights, conversations till sunrise under open skies. We thought we'd never change, never rearrange, never feel the weight of age on this stage. Now we meet less often, voices feel more cautious, dreams more cautious, hearts more guarded. Moments don't announce their worth, not at birth, only when they're lost in earth do we feel the hurt. Maybe time's not the thief, maybe it's the chief of reminding us to breathe and believe. Maybe every fleeting glance is a quiet chance to dance with circumstance. Seconds in slow motion, tiny sparks of devotion. Life's a fragile potion, mixed with deep emotion. Time don't slow for pain or wait for gain. It falls like rain again and again. So I try to stay awake for every sunrise break, every small mistake that makes me shake. I hold my people tight, text back before goodnight, say I love you while it's light, not just in hindsight. I taste the coffee slow, watch the evening glow, let gratitude grow in the undertow. Because meaning lives in now, not in when or how, but in the present vow we allow. Seconds in slow motion, I'm done with coasting, done with ghosting. The moment I'm hosting, time is all we own, but never fully known. A borrowed tone in flesh and bone. I can't pause the clock or stop the shock when it knocks. That's the paradox, but I can live aware. Share while I'm here. Seconds in slow motion, that's the real devotion. Feel each heartbeat's motion before it turns to ocean. Old photos in a shoebox deep, memories I swore I'd never keep. Voices echo when I sleep, promises we couldn't keep. We were young and unaware, throwing words into the air. Didn't know how much they tear through something rare. I held on to every line, every maybe, every sign. Tracing fall like it was mine, replaying it in rewind. Anger felt like armor tight, kept me warm at night, but it blocked the light from my sight. What I keep and what I release, that's the space between pain and peace. Memory doesn't have to cease for forgiveness to increase. I don't forget, I just let go. Let the heavy feeling slow, let a softer current flow under what I used to know. I used to think forgiving meant saying what you did was heaven sent, pretending her was never meant, acting like I wasn't bent. But forgiveness ain't a now, it's walking mile by mile, dropping 8 from the pile of thoughts on trial. You said things you can't erase, I saw truth in your face. We were both in a place lacking grace, and memories a double blade, cuts deep when it's replayed, but it also shows a shade of the growth we made. What I keep and what I release, not every wound needs police. Some just need a quiet seat, a gentle inner peace. I don't erase the past, I just stop holding it fast. Let the bitterness be last and let compassion cast. There's nights I still recall the silence after the fall, how pride built the wall too tall. We both had fears, unspoken hearts cracked, half-broken words sharp and poorly chosen, trust frozen. But I see us clearer now, two souls who didn't know how to slow down somehow. About memory keeps a lesson, but I don't need the tension. I can change direction without resentment. Forgiveness is for me, setting my own spirit free. Not rewriting history, but choosing serenity. Memory can stay, just in a different way. Not to make me sway or decay. What I keep and what I release, I keep the truth, release the heat. Let the anger face defeat. At my feet, I don't forget your name, or the love, or the blame. I just step out of the flame of the same old game. I forgive the younger me for not seeing clearly, for loving blindly, for hurting deeply. I forgive you too, for doing what you knew to do, for being human through and through, imperfect like me and you. Now the memories feel lighter, edges softer, brighter, heart a little wiser, not tighter. I carry what helps me grow, let the rest just go, like leaves in autumn flow, moving slow. What I keep and what I release, that's my quiet masterpiece, turning chaos into peace, piece by piece. Memory's part of who I am, but it don't command where I stand or how I plan. Forgiveness ain't forgetting pain, it's stepping out the rain, not letting yesterday change the day. What I keep is love and truth, what I release is burning proof that holding hate only hurts you. So I breathe and let it be, set the past free, keep the memory, but choose peace over history.
Killing about the fucking flag.
Concrete always touch the sky, smoke covers up the sunrise. We built towers, watch oceans rise, still act surprised. History repeats in cycles, different faces, same titles, marching under new idols, carrying old rifles. We draw lines across the land, call it power, call it plan. Fight over grains of sand in a borrowed span. Voices crying in the street, truth buried under tweets. Eagles never face defeat, pride on repeat. We fall, we rise, we fall again, writing wars with different pens, chasing gold like it's the end, forgetting how to mend lessons we didn't learn, watching bridges burn, every page returns, still waiting for concern. We knew the planet's fragile skin, still dig deeper in, trading force for a win, calling it a spin. Children learning from the noise, guns disguised as toys, profit over girls and boys, silencing their voice. Leaders promise peace and change, but power rearranged, turns a noble heart to strange, morals exchanged. Screens blow in the night, drew the lost in the fight. We scroll past the plight, out of sight. We fall, we rise, we fall again. Same old script, new setting, praying but forgetting the cost of regretting lessons we didn't learn. Empires crash and burn, still the tables turn and the same flames return. We judge by color and creed while preaching love and need, planting hatred as a seed out of greed. Borders built in fear, walls that persevere, but pain sounds the same in every ear. Science gave us light, but we weaponized the bright, turned knowledge into might. For a fight, we chase validation fast, obsessed with future and past, forgetting this moment won't last, moving too fast. Maybe the mistake ain't fate, maybe it's the weight of ego and hate we create. Maybe progress ain't speed, but choosing what we fear, planting a different seed in word and deed. Every scar on history's face tells a story we replace with another race for space. But we're breathing the same air, standing on the same sphere, acting like we don't share this fragile air. Mistakes are part of being human, but repeating them's confusion. Choosing division over inclusion. Maybe change begins small. One voice, one call, one heart breaking the wall for all. Trade vanity for empathy. Ooh, we fall, we rise. Yeah, is it written in the stars? Or just the way the dice land? Late nights thinking about it. Met you on a random train, different seats, same rain. Didn't know your name, but something felt ordained. Clock struck 11:11, you laughed and make a wish. I said I don't believe in heaven, but I still wish for this. Was it timing, was it fate, or coincidence at play? Two lives running late on the very same day. Every step I took before led me to that door. Was a chance of something more at the core. Between fate and chance, we move, we dance in a common circumstance, taking every glance. Is it written in advance, or random like romance? Maybe life's a balance between fate and chance. Between fate and chance. Missed a flight, caught a bus, sat beside a stranger who trusted us. Talked about fear and wanderlust. Moments fragile like dust. One decision, one delay changes everything displayed. Tiny shifts in the array of yesterday. I think about the roads I've taken, the calls I almost made, and the hearts I could have broken or awakened. If I turned left instead of right, would I be here tonight? Would I see the same light in your eyes so bright? Between fate and chance, we stumble into plans, never fully understand the shape of our hands. Is it stars in alignment, or pure assignment of random environment and timing? Grandma used to say it's destiny, every test a recipe. God writes it carefully, eventually. My friend says it's statistics, life's just logistics. Numbers and physics mixed with specifics. Maybe both are true, maybe it's what we choose to do with what we're handed to. See it through, cards shuffled in the night, but we decide how to fight, how to hold them tight or rewrite. Maybe face the stage, chance writes the page. We act out the rage or the sage. Maybe destiny's a thread, but we decide how it's spread. What's unsaid or led. Between fate and chance, we take the risk, we take the stance. Find meaning in a glance or a second dance. Is it random circumstance or divine romance? Maybe life expands between fate and chance. Between fate and chance. Yeah. All the pain I thought was cursed made the better version burst. Every blessing first felt like worse. Lost jobs, lost friends, broken hearts that had a mend. Every crooked bend helped me transcend. Looking back, it feels aligned, like chaos had design. But maybe that's just my mind, connecting dots in hindsight. Still I walk with open eyes, embrace surprise. Let the mist rise without disguise. Between fate and chance, I don't need the full advance to trust the dance of circumstance. Maybe stars don't control me, Maybe randomness can't hold me. Maybe both just slowly show me that life's not black or white. It's shadow mixed with light. A question every night with no clear right. So I move with intention, but leave space for intervention. Find peace in suspension of comprehension between fate and chance. Every goodbye got a seed in it. Every ending whisper, start again. Late night reflections. Boxes by the door, keys on the floor. Echoes in an empty corridor. We said we couldn't do this anymore, but we said that before. Last text on the screen, take care, don't mean what it seems. Falling apart at the seams, unfinished dreams, yeah. Sunset bleeding golden red. All the words we never said, running circles in my head, and it's quiet instead. Thought the end would break me down, make me drown, but I'm still around on this ground. Heavy ends, a hidden start, breaking open closed off hearts. Fallen worlds still play their part. Who we are when something falls apart, it draws a different chart. A brand new spark in the dark. Lost a job I thought defined me, left me drifting, feeling tiny. Future blurry, hard to see what's behind me. Friends I swore would never fade, slowly drifted separate ways. Different cities, different days, different face. Tears don't always mean defeat. Sometimes they just clean the street for new footsteps to meet their own beat. I was scared of letting go, clinging to what I used to know. But winter is how we grow, under snow. Every end's a hidden start. Life redraws the lines we chart. Shattered pieces of the heart make new art. When something says goodbye, it makes room for the sky, for ways we never tried to fly. For the dawn, but the sun still carries on. Every dusk you're leaning on becomes a morn. Chapters close without consent, leaving questions heaven sent. But maybe that's the hint. In the event we outgrow the old skin, let the next life begin. Every loss within is a win. Seeds don't look like trees at first, just buried hurt in dirt. But pressure makes them burn, then burst through the earth. Maybe endings are released, breaking chains piece by piece, turning chaos into peace with belief. Maybe falling is the shift, a necessary rift, a hidden gift in the drift. Every end's a hidden start, echoes fading from the heart, leaving space for something smart and brave to spark. When the curtain finally drops, time never really stops, just swaps. Forgive what couldn't stay, 'cause the ones who walked away, they cleared a different way for today. Old versions of myself sitting dusty on a shelf. I thank them for the help and the wealth of lessons, scars and truth, of reckless, fearless youth, of chasing proof in the booth. Now I stand in open air, not fully healed but aware. Every ending there was a prayer. Where the end begins, that's where light creeps in, through the cracks within our skin. No goodbye is just the end. It's a curve, not a bend. A message it sends, a sense. So when the final page is read and all the tears are shed, remember what is said in your head. Every closing door is a maybe for something more, a shore you haven't seen before. Yeah, every end's a hidden start.
Everybody chasing it. Yeah. Everybody chasing it. Different picture, different dream. But what does happy really mean? Yeah. Scrolling through a perfect feed, smiles curated for the screen. Everybody living clean, or so it seems. Big house, fast car, flying somewhere far, shining like a star in a bar. I used to think it's all about louder cheers and bigger crowds, saying I made it out loud, standing proud. But silence in my room at night didn't match the highlights. Something didn't feel right in the spotlight. What does happy mean? Is it money, is it dreams? Is it somewhere in between what we show and what we seen? Is it peace inside your chest, feeling good without a stress? Maybe happiness is love. Yeah. Grandma smiling in the rain, no gold chain, but no complaint about the pain. Yeah, yeah. Coffee steaming early dawn, old hoodie thrown on, favorite song playing long, laughing till it hurts your side. No need to hide, no need to prove your pride or decide. Yeah, maybe happy's not a race, not a constant state, but a quiet place we create. Yeah. What does happy mean? Not a never-ending green, not a flawless routine, not a glossy magazine. Maybe it's a steady breath, loving life and loving death, knowing every step has depth. I've been chasing validation, Lexus confirmation, building my foundation on expectation. But happiness ain't applause or winning every cause. It's understanding flaws without pause. It's crying when you need to, still believe in you, can see it through when skies ain't blue. It's balancing the fall, answering your call, even when you feel small and stalled. Yeah. Maybe happy's being real, saying how you feel, letting wounds heal without a shield. Maybe it's connection, not perfection, a little self-reflection and affection. What does happy mean? Not a life that's evergreen, but accepting every scene in between. It's not a constant high, it's the courage to try, even when you cry under the sky. Happy might be freedom, speaking your own rhythm, choosing your own wisdom over criticism. It's forgiving your mistakes, letting go of heavy weights, understanding fate, can't wait. It's my moments on repeat, warm hands in the cold street, sharing something sweet and complete. Not the absence of pain, not escaping the rain, but dancing it anyway, unashamed. What does happy mean? Maybe it's unseen, between what's loud and what's serene. It's not a trophy on a shelf, it's knowing yourself, loving your health and your wealth of time, of heart, of breath, of life and even death, finding light beneath the mess. Yeah, maybe happiness ain't a place to reach, maybe it's the way we live, the way we love, the way we teach our hearts to be enough. Not the loud ones, not the headlines, quiet kind. Sunlight through the blinds at 7, dust dancing like it's heaven. No big sign, no message sent, just a quiet moment spent. Kettle singing in the kitchen, mind slowing from the tension. No applause, no big attention, still a blessing. Hey, Bust arrives right on time. Stranger smiles, small but kind. In a world that's always blind, that's a sign. Used to chase the lightning strike, fireworks and flashing lights. Didn't see the subtle bright in my sight. In my sight. Little miracles every day, soft and simple in the way. Not the kind that make you pray, but make you stay. In the moment, in the air, in the love that's barely there. Tiny sparks we almost miss in the bliss. In the bliss. Yeah, found a note inside my coat, oh, words that I once wrote. Dreams that used to float, still afloat. Rain stopped just before I left. Cleared the sky inside my chest, like the world just took a breath with no stress. Kid laughing on a train, pure joy without a game. No filter on the frame, no shame. Phone call from a friend, no reason, just checking in. That's how healing begins within. Little miracles in disguise, hidden in the ordinary skies. Not about the biggest prize, but open eyes. In the coffee's warmth and taste, in a slow and steady pace. In the seconds we don't chase, but embrace. But embrace. Heart beat steady in my chest, even after all the stress. Still it does its best without rest. Forgiving myself at night, letting go of every fight, choosing softer over right. In the light, catching green lights on the road, lighting in a heavy load. Small relief bestowed on my mode. Plant breaking through the stone, growing all alone. Still it's shown how it's grown. Maybe miracles ain't loud, maybe they don't draw a crowd. Maybe they're not wrapped in clouds or said out loud. Maybe they're the tiny threads holding us when hope feels dead. Whispering instead, move ahead. Little miracles every day, in the words we choose to say, in the tears that wash away the gray. Not the stories that we sell, not the grand farewell, but the quiet swell that feels well. That feels well. That feels well. That feels well. Waking up and being here, still alive another year. Facing doubt and fear, yet clear. Old song playing in the dark, hitting straight into the heart, lighting up a spark from the start. Someone holding open doors, kindness without scores. Simple chords we ignore. I don't need a burning sign or a grand design. Just these moments lined in time. Little miracles, small and true. Paint the gray in different hues. Nothing big to prove, just you. Breathing in, breathing out, living with a little doubt. Still finding out what life's about. Yeah. Maybe magic isn't rare, maybe it's just everywhere. In the quiet air. Yeah. Little miracle